Alright, hey guys, welcome to 3D Artist Pro, and I am launching a mini tutorial series for character creation, in which I'm going to be walking you through the whole step of creation of a character. We're going to be making it from this base mesh over here into something like this. So over here we've got this fashionable young lady. You can see she has a lot of clothing, and for the sake of reference imaging, I took like these raven feathers to think maybe they go around over here. And for the shoes, for those of you who are wondering, this window over here, it's called PureF and it's free to use. It's really good for referencing your images, so for anybody who wants to get the software, you can just go to PureF and it's completely free. You can download it if you want. So going back to this base mesh, this is something that I created in Autodesk Maya, and we're going to be using this to create our character. So for the sake of this tutorial series, I can't really give you guys this base mesh, but I'm going to be launching another similar tutorial series. If you guys like this one, then I'll leave a link in the description before we go through everything about the creation of the next character. I'll give you the base mesh and you can all follow along with me. For this one, I'm just gonna be starting off with this, and we're gonna be going ahead and creating the whole character from the base. Okay then. So for starters, what I did is that I created and UV mapped everything, and as you can see here, hold on, let me just scale down my window over here. So I've laid out these UVs in separate blocks for the base, as you can see that, just to show you guys that this is how I've cropped up all the UVs. And now this sort of workflow can work if you're going for something like UDIMs, but I'm not going to be using UDIMs in this series, so I'm going to be moving them all back in like this. And there's no need to worry about the overlaps, because all of these cropped up sections, they have their own materials assigned to them, so it doesn't really matter. We'll be texturing them later in Substance Painter, and I'm going to show you that if you have like a separate material assigned to them, then it doesn't really matter if they're like all overlapping on top of one another. Okay, and you can also see here in the attribute editor that these arms, legs materials, the face material, torso, and the inner mouth, they all are separate, and we have like these separate ones for the inner mouth, that like the jaw, upper jaw, teeth. I can show you that, like we've got this going on over here, and similarly for the upper jaw and stuff. And yeah, I'm also going to be making hair for this character, which is something we're going to do at the end when we've done everything else, because hair is a tedious process and it takes a lot of time. So to start off with this, we're gonna be taking a start from, let's say we do the bottom portion first, then we'll come up to the top, and then we can do the glove and the bracelet, and then the neck choker that she has. I'll show you guys Like, we're gonna start off with this long skirt that she's wearing, then the glove, the bracelet, the necklace, then the belt, this gold belt, and this scarf. After that, we're gonna do the shirt, and we're gonna add raven feathers over here. We're gonna have transparency to give them the look of a feather. I mean, you can use hair cards for the purpose of that, but yeah, I think we're just gonna use the planes, and we'll just add the texture of a raven feather on top of that to give that feel of hair cards, and it should do just fine. Now, just a reminder to everybody that this isn't really a method that's set in stone. This is art, and whatever you guys feel more comfortable with, you are more than welcome to try it that way. I'm just gonna do it this way because I found that this method kind of works for me. So for anybody that's watching these tutorial series, and if it helps you out, give a shout out in the comments and let me know if you like this tutorial series, and I'll continue making more videos. So to start off, we're gonna get a simple cylinder for the skirt, and go into channel box and drop out the subdivisions to 12. You do this because 12 is like super easy to control. 12 and 8 are something that's like super easy to manage by going to vertex mode, control, right click, go to faces. That's how you can select all those faces. Hit delete because we don't need those. To control 1 to isolate the selection. You can see that the isolate button over here goes on and off, you know, so that's a handy way of isolating a selection if you want to work with just that. Right, so we're gonna scale this down a bit and make it come up over here. I'm guessing it goes from the belly button over here and all the way down to about here. So we're gonna have to adjust it a little bit, and adjustments like the part that takes a lot of time and refinement, because well, that's what art is. It's refinement, I guess. So she has a bit of a silk going on over from one side that drops down. So you can take this face over here and delete that for the sake of creating that look. Later on, when we subdivide all of this, we can create the feel that she has that silk going on. Right now it may look like really blocky and stuff, but that's normal. It happens right in the start when you're just beginning to block out your shapes, and shape blocking is something you just can't really avoid. It's something that the whole model later kind of depends on, so the more time you spend here, more satisfied you are with the look of it later down the road. Like when you're looking back and you're like, oh yeah, these forms, they look good, I can work with them. So yeah, we're gonna get that shape going on for the skirt. And we press 3 anytime just to see like a subdivided view of it, to like give you a nice smooth shape. we need like another edge right over here. So we can do the hips properly. Press the B key to activate soft selection and just kind of pull that out a little bit. So and gonna place another one over here. Select this edge, move it in a bit more like so. Then take another edge right about over here. Oh, and these things over here, they're called tabs. So we've got the polymatic modeling tab by default. This is Maya 2022. So 2022 has a sculpting tab over here, in which if you click on that, you have your polygons highlighted over here. So they'll go towards that sculpting option right over there. It gives you a bit more control over your polygons like this. You can just change them dynamically instead of like going in and doing a soft selection that I did by hitting the B key. So this is just another method of just going in and getting your work done. So you keep adding those edge loops. Right, like this. So we now have this feel of skirt going down, but it's still quite blocky right now, and we still need to make some free fall happening over here with the crease and everything. And for that, we're gonna add more edge loops, like top to down over here, like this, like this, like this. So these selected and deselecting the top ones, you can move them in a little bit, and you see that some of it is starting to form up. If you press the 3 key, then the smoothing tells you that yeah, you're on the right track.